for interview. So, how was your interview? I mean to say that was it in English or was it in your vernacular language?
Yeah,
How did you crack that interview?
uh, actually,
When you went for an interview, so which kind of question did they ask you? Because I'm also thinking to get a job and for going an interview. So could you please share your insights with me? I made my first call. So that day, I disconnected many calls because I didn't have courage to speak with them. It was just a hi, hello, and how are you? And after that, I didn't know what to speak, how to
hmm
speak. And then,
what to speak?
all
Yeah,
yeah, all of a sudden, I just used to disconnect the call because I didn't know how to hold the conversation and how to ask the question. It was, biggest challenge for me to hold the conversation back. Yes. Hello, sir. How are you?
I am fine, Arsi. And what about you? How is your day going on?
Yeah, my day is going on very smoothly. I would say I didn't have, I didn't do anything productive so far. But yeah, it was very relaxing day for me because today I got up very late, around 10 a.m. So that was very relaxing day for me. And what's your name?
My name is Deepak.
Okay, your name is Deepak. Okay, Deepak, so as we know that we are meeting very first time, so would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes,
You can introduce yourself in briefly.
definitely, definitely. My name is Deepak Kumar. I am from Patna, Bihar, and currently I am also living in Patna. I have done my MBA from Bangalore, and right now I am working as a assistant professor in a college. My my the hobbies are writing content and making videos on YouTube. Apart from my qualification, I am good at playing cricket as well. So that's all from my side.
Okay, that's great to know that you have like a little bit different hobbies. As you mentioned that you love writing content and uploading videos over YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And by profession, you are assistant professor in a college or in a university.
Yes, yes.
Oh, really?
In a college.
Okay, so this is my privilege that today I'm meeting with a professor. Okay, that's
Yes.
great. Okay, so shall I introduce myself?
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Okay. So my name is Arshi. I hail from UP, Uttar Pradesh, and if I talk about my qualifications, so I have completed master in chemistry. Moreover, I did B.Ed and then I was working. I worked 2 years and then I left job. Actually, I was working as a chemistry teacher. But currently, like at present, I'm just providing tuition at home. I'm not working anywhere, like I'm not working outside. It's just like a work from home I'm doing. And besides that, I also have a YouTube channel where I upload English conversation related videos. And my YouTube channel name is Confident Archie. And coming to my hobbies, I have a bunch of hobbies, but however, I just love to enjoy reading books, talking with diverse background people, and consuming English content a lot, throughout the day, as much as possible, and I try to do. And this is one of my favorite hobby. I enjoy every single day. That's pretty much about.
Definitely, Arsi. It's really nice to hear that because you are also consuming a lot of content in the English language, and also that helps you a lot to learn this English language. Because you are surrounded by English environment, definitely you will learn so many things as.
Yes, certainly. Indeed, if you are surrounded yourself with English, So there are high possibility that you will grab a lot of English word, and you will grab a lot of English, and you will consume a lot of English, and it will help you while you will speak. It will help you when you will speak, when you will open your mouth. So that's why I just try to indulge myself in English environment, where I can create like listening, where I can listen, where I can watch English content, where I can speak with people, and where I can read and write. So that's how I just try to immerse myself in such kind of environment. But sometimes it's very challenging. It's not something it's very smooth, or it's really very linear. It's not that. But I try to maintain all the things. Yes.
Definitely, definitely. You are saying right because you are from UP, and I know the kind of people living in the UP. They are generally talked in the Hindi language, and their mother tongue is totally different from English language. So it's really difficult for you to practice your English language as well.
Yeah, exactly. Back then it was difficult, but now we are living in, contemporary world, or we are living in a technology world. So where
Yeah.
we have,
Hmm.
access to everything. Like everything is accessible. It's not something that we cannot achieve, or we cannot, accomplish. It's not that. If you are really passionate or dedicated towards something, so you will achieve, because there are a lot of resources out there. You just have to be very wise how you can use to improve yourself. So that's what I'm just doing, and there are plenty of sources for just learning speak English. You can listen very easily, watch, you can watch English content and speak. There are a lot of, there are plenty of platform and application where you can speak, or where you can get a partner very easily, even for video call, audio call. So now I think everything has become very easy, but we just need to be very passionate and dedicated. So I really feel that we can accomplish each and every goal. It's not a big deal these days. Yes. So, as you,
Definitely, definitely. Because right now, I, yeah,
mm,
yeah, yeah. You
yes,
to want to say
go ahead.
something? Please
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Definitely, Arsi, you are saying right because right now we are also living in a technology world, and we can also connect with the other YouTuber, other people as well who is also good in English language, and it's really easy in the internet world as well.
Mm. And I really feel that we are fortunate enough that we are getting lot of sources, and we have lot of thing, for using. Earlier, it was not that. It was literally hard nut to crack. If someone wants to learn this language like 4 years ago, so it was not just walk in the park. There was no such, such as platform where we can interact with people, where we can communicate with people. It was a little bit difficult that time, but now I really feel it is very, very easy, and it's very smooth, and everything is accessible. Okay, so as you mentioned, when you were like you mentioned that you are working in a university, in a college, as an assistant professor. So I
College, yeah.
would like to ask you, what subject do you teach?
Actually, right now I am teaching marketing because I have done my MBA from my in the field of marketing. So I teach marketing subject, and I teach the students of graduate student, especially BBA or the MBA student right now.
Yes, good. I understand. I understood. And after completing MBA, most of the people I have seen, they just go in IT field, in corporate world and all. So I am really curious to know why didn't you go in corporate, sector, and why did you choose as a to be a assistant professor? What was the reason behind it?
Definitely, definitely. It's a very good question, Arsi. Because after completing my MBA in the year 2024, I did job in a company called Airtel. I worked there for 1 year, and after that, I left this job because corporate is such a field where you can't get any holidays as well as the compared to this job of assistant professor. And I have a very hectic schedule in this job. I am not able to give my time to my family, to my friends as well. So I left this job due to hectic schedules.
Okay, because of factory schedule, you left your job because when you are in corporate, sector or in something like that, so you are really tied up with the lot of task, with the lot of deadline, and you have to complete all the task on time. You have to your action,
Definitely.
should be meet on the deadline. So yeah, that's why we really feel overwhelmed.
Mhm.
I have heard a lot of people if they are initially they are very excited that I'm going to do job in corporate sector in IT sector, and after joining and after some time, after a while, they realize that it is a job where they are feeling overwhelming. They are not able to take out some time for themselves, for their family and friend, and then after that, they decide to quit the job. Yeah, I have seen many example in my life as well. Okay, so you.
Actually, Arsi, what about the main reason of leaving the job? I am not able to follow my passion as well because our passion also play a very important role. I am
Yes.
not giving time to my YouTube channel. I am not talking with my friend because I am so much busy with my company job as well.
Mhm.
That's why I just
Right.
left this job, and also decided to become a professor as well.
Mhm. Okay, that's great. It is also a very nice job to be an assistant professor. And when you have joined this job for last year, it's just been a year. Am I right?
Yeah, last year.
Last year, you have joined last year. So this some of the
Yeah,
ways I don't know. I have no idea it is true or not, but I really feel that this language because of this language people give you a lot of respect and they really value you in this time. So yeah, this language really amazing language, and it transformed a life. Yeah, this language has transformed my life in a complete way. In a way, earlier, like 1 year ago, I was a different person, and this year I'm also a different person. It's like a complete personality I have right now. When you went for interview, so how was your interview? I mean to say that was it in English or was it in your vernacular language?
yeah.
How did you crack that interview?
Uh, actually, in my previous interview, you just talk about the interview of assistant professor, right? Yeah. Interview is also happened to me in the English language. There is no use of Hindi language as well.
Mhm.
But 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 when I teach students of the Bihar, I also need to speak in the Hindi language because most of the students are not comfortable in the English language. That's why I just use some Hindi language also convince the topic in a good way as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, people are really interested in their vernacular language. So, when you went for an interview, so which kind of question did they ask you? Because I'm also thinking to get a job and for going interview. So could you please share your insights with me?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. First question is very common, and the
Yes,
most of the interviewer asks in the initial stage, introduce yourself, tell me something
yes,
about yourself, and that question is very common. That can be asked in each and every interview. Apart
yes,
from that, they have also asked about my corporate experience, how many years of the experience I have. That is already mentioned in my resume as well.
yes.
Apart from that, they asked so many questions. Why did you left this job? Why do you want
Join.
to also become a assistant professor as well? So
Hmm.
they are asking some of the common questions, and they knew that this guy has done their MBA from Bangalore. There is another importance for me
That was
in
advantage.
this
That was the advantage for
job
you.
as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Being
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pursuing a MBA from Bangalore, so it was kind of advantage for you, and it
Yeah,
helped you to get a job, to secure a job. Oh, it's really great. That really makes sense. Hmm. Okay.
yeah,
So
definitely.
now, if I have literally bombarded with many questions and I have asked you many questions. So now it's the ball is in your court. If you have any question for me, so then you can ask. I would love to answer all those questions.
Definitely, definitely, definitely,
Hmm.
definitely. Arsi, you have done your graduation from chemistry, and right now you are also giving offline coaching. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You you are also giving offline coaching. So what kind of subject do you teach? Especially you have taught students only chemistry and apart from other subject as well.
Hmm. Okay. Well, apparently, I would say that earlier I was just teaching a student who wants to, who wants to study in chemistry. I was just providing tuition for chemistry student.
Hmm,
Like back then, it's been a 2 years
hmm,
that when I used to teach only chemistry student,
hmm,
9 to 12. 9 to 12 I mean to say 9 to 10th, I was
hmm,
teaching science,
hmm,
and 11 to 12th, I was teaching chemistry separately.
hmm,
But now I teach
hmm,
science, chemistry, which are my subject, and I moreover I teach English and maths. English and maths I
hmm.
teach for 7 to 8 class. So right now,
Okay.
at this moment, I would say I'm teaching four subject in my classes.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
Yes.
hmm. And your favorite subject is also chemistry because you have done all these things in the chemistry as well.
Yes, I have completed my master in chemistry, so this is my main subject. And I
Hmm,
love
hmm, hmm, hmm.
teaching, yeah,
Apart
chemistry.
from that, apart from yeah, apart from that, you are giving some online coaching as well, or you have done your only offline coaching right now.
No, actually, I was not giving online classes. I am just giving and I'm just providing offline classes. What were you asking me?
I just asked about your online coaching. You are provided some online coaching,
No, I'm not providing online classes, online coaching. I'm just providing offline.
offline coaching. Okay.
Yeah.
So the what motivates you to learn this English language? Because most of the people in the UP used to speak in the Hindi, and I think your classes is also going to happen in the Hindi language as well. So the what motivates you to learn this English language and also started your own YouTube channel?
To be very honest, I must say that I was very passionate about learning this language since childhood. It was the biggest dream for me, and I just wanted to speak like a fluent speaker. That was my dream. Whenever I saw someone, whenever I used to see someone, he or she is speaking very well English. So at that time, I just used to with that one day I would like to speak like that. So that was my biggest dream, and I really wanted to achieve. I really wanted to accomplish at any cost, no matter what it takes. It was something, always triggered me, and I had a very burning desire for learning this language. So then, back then, as I mentioned, back in the days, it was not possible for me to learn this language. Because I live in such kind of environment where most of the people, the majority of people speak, in Hindi language. We just use our vernacular language or mother tongue. It's rarely happen that we meet
Hmm.
someone who is speaking in English. So it never happened with me, and I didn't get chance. I didn't get exposure in my school time, in my college time. There was everything in Hindi. Like there was when I was pursuing my bachelor and my master. So that time the content was English, but the environment, the kind of environment was
Hmm.
complete, put entirely in Hindi. We used to talk with our professor in Hindi. We used to talk with our friends in Hindi. Everything was in Hindi, and that's how That's why I didn't get exposure. But deep inside, I had a burning desire, and I really wanted to learn this language. And then, like. And at one incident happened with me, and I really felt very embarrassed, and that that person really made me feel very embarrassed, and he really insulted me a lot.
Hmm.
Because I was not able to write a correct center in the right order. I have wrote something, I have
Hmm.
written something
Hmm.
in a wrong way, and that was a complete wrong sentence, and I didn't know at that time. It's been a 4 year, 4 and 5 years when this incident happened to me, happened with me. So I was I really felt so embarrassed, and that was a insult.
Hmm.
And after that, I could cry. I cried a lot, because she, I would say, he insulted me because of my sentence. So that was something that because of that insult, I just wanted to improve myself. I just wanted to prove myself that I can also learn this language. It's not a very big deal for learning this language. If you are passionate enough, so you can learn this language. So then, at that time, there was no such kind of sources and such kind of content over
Hmm.
YouTube. It was very less content in English. That time there was a very less content in English over YouTube. So I have tried at that time also to learn this language, but after some time, I just threw in the towel, and I give up very easily, because at that time I was not getting the whole point of everything. So then again, it's last year I started my journey. So then, since then I have been learning, and I am still on learning process. Yeah, that's how I started learning this language.
Definitely, definitely. Most of the people are the going through such type of situation because when you are not able to express yourself in the English language, definitely
So you go.
you just feel so much embarrassed.
Hmm.
Yeah, embarrassed as well. It can happen to me as well when the I was in the Bangalore, and the most of the people used to talk to me in the English language. At that point of time, I felt so much embarrassed because I was not able to express myself in the English language. Yeah, definitely in the initial stage, you have encountered such type of situation.
Hmm. So I have one question for you, and I wanted to ask. I really want to ask you, why is English learning important for you?
Yeah, you are saying right. Because English language can gives me so much freedom. Because most of the client are from different side of the country, and they also knew only one language, that is English. So it's also helped me a lot to talk with different people. And apart from that, you have seen that there are so many YouTubers who have started their own YouTube channel through English language as well. I can also talk with different people and share their ideas as well. And in the Bihar, you just know about when you speak English language, definitely people will also give you so much importance. They will give you job easily as well. So my third motive is to learn this English language just because to improve my personality as well.
Okay, so you are learning this language because you really wanted to communicate with people because all
Yeah.
are from a
Yes.
different country, different state or different background. So this is a medium of communicate with them. Or that's really great. Yeah. And that's really cool,
Yes.
and
Definitely.
it really makes sense. And of course, if we like, there are some people as well. If you know this language and if you speak English, so they think na, it just complete a misconceptions, but they think that you are you are a well educated person and you have a lot of knowledge that you can speak in this language, so that means you are a very higher, a higher educated person there. And that time, they treat you differently. Yeah, I have seen these things.
Definitely.
Yeah, in many cases, that if you are able to speak fluent English, so they treat you very differently from other people. They really give you, more respect, and they really value you at that time. So yeah, I would say, let's say that this language give us confidence. The first things I really feel that this language has given me confidence. I have literally gained a lot of confidence, honestly. And the second things, now I'm able to communicate with people who are from other country as well, and I'm able to interact with different kind of background people, and countries and state people. Now I can talk with them. And the third thing, this some of the
Yeah.
other ways, I don't know. I have no idea it is true or not, but I really feel that this language, because of this language, people give you a lot of respect and they really value you in this time. So yeah, this language, really amazing language, and it transformed a life. Yeah, this language has transformed my life in a complete way. In a way, earlier, like 1 year ago, I was a different person, and this year I'm also a different person. It's like a complete personality I have right now. So yeah, I really feel very happy and very delighted that I am learning this language, and this language is able to transform my personality and transform my life as well. So I really feel over the moon whenever I see a progress in this language or in my overall personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. So
In the in initial stage, how did you practice this English language? Because it's so much difficult for you. Because in the UP, your mother tongue is totally different, and your surrounding is also Hindi surrounding. How did you start this spoken English language journey in the initial stage as well?
yeah, and I must say that when I embarked this journey, so it was so challenging for me and it was so difficult for me because as I come from a complete Hindi medium background and I have completed my overall study in Hindi and all. So it was so challenging for me. And how did I start to talk? First, I For a while, I worked on grammar because literally I knew about the grammar, but I
Hmm.
was no
Hmm.
clarity in my mind, you know. So at first, I just cleared my old doubts, which was related to grammar, and then I start this like real journey, real English journey, and then I start my journey with listening. I have really spent a lot of time on my listening skill because I knew that if there is a first step. Listening is the first step. It doesn't matter which language you are going to learn, but listening is the first step. It's like a
Hmm.
back
Hmm.
step. So I have really spent a lot of time on my listening skill, and then after some time later on, I realized that now I'm able to comprehend and with people when they speak in this language, and I'm able to grasp the knowledge in English. So then I started my speaking journey, and that I initiated my speaking journey with self talk. There was because at that was my initial state, and I was completely underconfident. I didn't have courage to speak with people because at that time I was just know broken English. I just used to know broken English, not more than that. So I was really scared to speak with people. So then I started with
Hmm.
talking to myself. So I talked in the mirror in front of me. I practiced in front of mirror, and I recorded myself. Many times, like sometime I just used to record my voice, and sometime I used to record my video in front of camera and talking in front of mirror. And then after some time I realized that it is not going to help you for a long period of time. If you really want to improve your speaking English, then you have to make practice with real people, and that will really boost your confidence, and you would be able to escalate your English level. So then I started my
Hmm.
journey with S fluency. There was at that time I was searching that the about the application where I can make practice, or where I can meet with real people. So then I got to know about S fluency. Luckily, S fluency really, I know it really played a significant role in my speaking at that time. At that time, I just knew about as fluency. I didn't know that there were other application as well. So then I started, and it really took a lot of courage, and it really took a lot of time to speak with people. And initially, when I made my first call. So that day, I disconnected many calls because I didn't have courage to speak with them. It was just a hi, hello, and how are you? And after that, I didn't know what to speak, how to
Hmm.
speak. And then
What to speak? Yeah.
all of a sudden, I just used to disconnect the call because I didn't know how to hold the conversation and how to ask the question. It was biggest challenge for me to hold the conversation back then. But gradually and slowly, I think I was a very tenacious person, and I was very perseverance on my journey. So there was something good happened to me that I didn't give up, even though I was just speaking a broken English. I wasn't able to hold the conversation, but even after that, I just kept practicing. Whatever comes my mouth, I used to speak, and at that time, I didn't know what I'm speaking. I was speaking very unconsciously. That time I was speaking unconsciously. I didn't know what I'm speaking. That was a complete mindfulness conversation, but I kept going, and I kept speaking, and I kept practicing. So then it gradually and
Hmm.
slowly it really helped me a lot to reach this level.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everybody is the facing such kind of a problem, and you are saying right when you are not able to express yourself in the English language, you also cut your call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
many
it can
times.
happen. It
It
can
is not
happen to me in my
something that
initial stage as well.
Hmm. It's not something that
Yeah.
I did only one time. I did many, many times. Like I did for a week,
Mm-hmm.
like frequently. That was something. But now when I think, when I thought, about that time, so literally I was, I think that how underconfident I was at that time, because
Mm.
I was disconnected the call because I was underconfident. I didn't have confidence and courage to speak with people. And now, when I see myself that how come how far I have come in this language, so it really made me proud of myself as well. It's really nice
Oh,
conversation with you, and I hope that we will connect again. If you want to make
yeah,
conversation
definitely.
for your YouTube channel, so just then let me know whenever I have a time or whenever I'm available. I would let you know, and then that time we can make conversation for your YouTube channel.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Bye bye.
We'll see you. See you.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Okay.